This is the Easter story. It was written by 4 of Jesus' friends, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Jesus is God's Son, who was sent down from heaven to carry out God's plan. This is just part of Jesus' life on earth. However, it is a very important one. Jesus had 12 disciples. They were his friends who went everywhere with Jesus and saw all the miracles he did. They listened to all his stories about God and who he was. One day, when talking with his disciples, Jesus told them, "It will soon be time for me to go away, but first some sad things will happen. But I will come back again." Jesus and his disciples then went into a garden called the Garden of Gethsemane. Here they all prayed. Jesus was praying very hard because he knew it was his time to die on the cross. During the night, soldiers came to get Jesus. They took him away. Jesus was put on a cross on the top of a hill. Many soldiers stood guard, and many of Jesus' friends were very sad. When Jesus had died, they placed his body in a tomb and rolled a big heavy stone in front of the door so no one could get in, and soldiers stood guard. For 2 days, Jesus lay in the tomb. However, on the 3rd day, God rolled away the stone. The soldiers guarding the tomb saw this, and they were so frightened that they ran away. That day, it had been 3 days after Jesus died on the cross, and 2 of his friends called Mary went to the tomb to visit in the morning. They brought perfumes and spices to wash Jesus' body with. They were very sad and wanted to respect him in the best way they could. When they arrived at the tomb, they saw that the stone was rolled away, and the soldiers were gone. They went inside the tomb, and instead of Jesus, they saw an angel. The angel told them not to be frightened and that Jesus isn't here. He is alive. Go and tell everyone the good news. When they heard the good news, the woman ran off to share it with everyone they knew. When Mary left the tomb, she told Peter and John the wonderful news that Jesus is alive. Peter and John could not believe it, so they went to see for themselves. They went to the tomb and saw that it was indeed empty. The other Mary stayed at the tomb crying. 2 angels went to her and asked, "Why are you crying?" She responded, saying, "They have taken away Jesus. I do not know where they have put him." Suddenly, a voice came from the garden. "Mary, why are you crying?" Mary thought it was a gardener and asked, "Where have you taken Jesus?" Mary looked and saw who was talking to her, and it was Jesus. She dried her eyes and looked again, and it was really truly Jesus. Mary was so happy. He had been dead, but now he is alive. Jesus also went to visit his disciples and said to them, "See, I am alive, just as I said. Now go and tell others about this good news." Easter is a reminder to all that Jesus is alive to this very day. He is not dead and is in heaven with God. We remember his sacrifice on the cross for all of us. We remember his death and resurrection, showing us that death has no grip on him. To this day, we continue to spread the good news of Jesus to everyone we can. Remember that Jesus loves you and will always love you forever and ever. The end.